Smith is a Twitch streamer, a YouTuber, and has a TSM contract for being a pro gamer pretty much. So he has incomes coming in from different directions, and off Twitch, obviously he makes money off Twitch donations, Twitch subs, like every other Twitch streamer, and also he makes money off Twitch ad revenue. So overall off Twitch, he's probably making around $30,000 per month. Off YouTube, obviously he's making a lot of money because being a pro player and being a big name in the Fortnite community, a lot of people are going to his channel to see this gaming content. He's making like tens of millions of views per month, so he's making around $20,000 off that. And finally, off his TSM contract is unknown, and this is kind of the hardest one to work out. A lot of pro players are on this list and have gaming contracts, but because he is actually the pro of the TSM team, he's probably making quite a lot, so around 15 or 20,000 a month. And also with sponsors and everything else, he's probably making somewhere around an estimate of $70,000 per month, and that's just the 10th spot. So make sure you stay tuned to see the ones towards the end. It's insane, but credit to Myth. Number 9 is Nick A30, and the crazy thing about Nick A30, like a lot of people on this list actually, is he only has one source of income, whereas a lot of people on this list have like 3, 4 or 5, and the last person, number 1 spot, has about 10 incomes, which is crazy. Nick A30 has 1, but within that one source of income, which is YouTube, he does a lot of things in there. Like for example, he streams on YouTube, and with YouTube, he actually has this join button next to his subscriber button where like fans of Nick A30 can join and be a member of his channel for $5 a month, which means they can talk in his chat and like get badges next to their name and stuff. And he has a lot of people doing that, so off that he's probably making around $7,000 per month. And also Nick A30 is getting a lot of views on his streams and on his videos, and because he is very family friendly and one of the most family friendly people on this list, like he doesn't swear at all, which is really good, he's probably making a lot off this. I would probably estimate around $55,000 per month. So with everything else, with sponsors, everything like that, Nick A30 is probably making around an estimate of $80,000 per month. Number 8, we have FaZe Cloak, and although FaZe Cloak is the smallest YouTuber on this list and smallest streamer on this list by quite a long way, and although he does make a lot of money off them, he makes the priority of his money off something else, which we'll be getting into. But off YouTube, he's making around $10,000 per month. Off Twitch, he's making around $10,000 per month, and also off his FaZe contracts, obviously he's in FaZe, he's also making around $10,000 a month. So that's an estimate of $30,000 off all that, which obviously is nowhere near above Nick A30, which is $80,000. But where he gets this amount of money from, and where he makes loads of his money from, and the majority, is actually winning pro tournaments. Now, it's hard to say how much he makes per month off this because it's not always a tournament every month and he's not always going to win. But the last tournament he was in with FaZe Tfue, they won $500,000 together. So FaZe Cloak took $250,000 of that. So I'd probably say FaZe Cloak is making an estimate of around $100,000, which is insane, so credit to FaZe Cloak. Number 7, we have Muzzelk, and so far Muzzelk is by far the biggest YouTuber on this list with over 7 million subscribers, so can we get GG in the comments for Muzzelk on that? Absolutely amazing. But he actually only does YouTube as well. He doesn't stream, he's not in a pro team or anything, but he makes a lot of views and makes a lot of money off YouTube because he's family friendly. He makes lots of videos every single day and gets so many views off that. He also does what Nick A30 does as well, with the join button next to his name where he can get members and sponsors and stuff like that. So overall, I'd probably say this is a big push, and it's about an estimate of $170,000 per month. So that is absolutely insane, so credit to Muzzelk. Number 6 is Daquan. So Daquan actually has 3 sources of income. He has YouTube, Twitch, and TSM, his TSM contract, and also a few other things as well. So overall, he is making an absolute ton, which you're about to see, so stay tuned. But off YouTube, he's probably making around $80,000 alone because he makes very entertaining videos. He's very entertaining in the Fortnite community, and a lot of people think he's just really funny. So Comment down below if you think Daquan's funny. Let's see if it's true. But off Twitch, with his Twitch subs, donations and everything like that, he's probably making also around $40,000 per month. And finally, off his TSM contract, as he is so big and he's in the TSM team representing them, representing the sponsors and everything, he's probably making around $15,000 per month. And with a few extra things added on, I'd probably say Daquan is making, also joint with Muzelk, around $170,000 per month. And number 5, we have the legend himself, Ali A. Now, there's only one other person on this list with more subs than Ali A, so stay tuned to see that person. But Ali A has over 15 million subscribers, so honestly, that is amazing. Comment Ali A if you're sub to Ali A, because I'm sure a lot of you are. But he actually only does YouTube only as well, but he has a lot of sponsors, so we'll be getting all onto that later. So I'd probably say Ali A is making an estimate of around $250,000 per month, because he's been sponsored by Samsung, Turtle Beach, I think Elgato, and a lot of other companies, and also he's making tons of views off YouTube and a lot of that, so honestly, credit to Ali A. And number 4, we have Tfue, and this is when we get into another big income, and another big one I'm going to be talking about, which all the other people have as well, but Tfue, like, specifically is making a lot of money off it. So first of all, we're going to start off with the basics: YouTube, Twitch, and FaZe contract. I'm just going to go through it quickly. Off YouTube, he's probably making around $100,000 per month. Off Twitch, he's probably making around $120,000 per month. And finally, off his FaZe contract, as he is actually one of the biggest and, in a lot of people's opinions, the best Fortnite YouTuber in the world, he's probably making around $25,000 off that. But with his sponsors, he's making a little bit more. But another massive thing going towards Tfue's contract per month is his supporter creator. So many people use code Tfue in the supporter creator. Comment down below, who do you use as a supporter creator in the item shop? But he's making around $300,000 per month estimate, but credit to Tfue. And number 3, we have Lachlan. Now, Lachlan is honestly, he is making a massive amount of money. This is where it goes up a lot. Stay tuned to see this. But he does YouTube all alone by himself, just YouTube, no Twitch or anything. And just off YouTube, he's probably making around $250,000 per month, and that is off around 140 a lot recently. And honestly, he's just doing amazing. And on YouTube alone, because all he does is YouTube, on YouTube alone, he makes an estimate of $300,000 per month, which he is actually the biggest YouTube creator for views per month on YouTube right now, which is just crazy. So that is mad. And also, he has quite a lot of sponsors, he has merch, and his supporter creator is used a lot. So many people use his supporter creator, so I'd probably say he's making an estimate of around $420,000 per month, which is just insane. So credit to Laserbeam. And finally, let's get on to the last one. But guys, just before we get into the last one, and this person is literally making millions, so you're not going to want to miss this out, I've got a challenge for you guys. If you smash a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds, you will get a gold scar in your next chest on Fortnite. So next chest you open in the next game, a gold scar will come out. Apparently this works. So many people have been saying it, but try it out right now. But number 1 is Ninja, and Ninja has so many different sources of income. He has YouTube, Twitch, his sponsors, his support creator, his contract with his team, and merch, and even some more. Like, you're not gonna want to miss this. This is the craziest one, and he's literally making millions, so stay tuned to see this. But off YouTube, he's making around $120,000, because although he's making the most, he doesn't get the most views on YouTube out of everyone. Like, Laserbeam and Lachlan are getting more than him. But off Twitch, this is where he peaks. He's getting around $400,000 per month, obviously being the most sub Twitch channel, the most viewed Twitch channel, and getting a lot of donations, making him that much. And also, this is his biggest source of income, his sponsors, because with Ninja being the biggest face on the internet right now, in my opinion, and a lot of others, he is making and getting a lot of attention from sponsorships like Samsung, Red Bull, and other companies like that as well. The 2 biggest ones are Samsung and Red Bull. Red Bull overall have estimately paid Ninja around $1.5 million, and Samsung, promoting their phone, the S9, paid Ninja around over $5 or $6 million for that contract with him to promote the phone. So I'd probably say he's making around $800,000 per month off that on average. Off his support creator, I'd probably say an extra $100,000, although that's really hard to work out. And finally, his contract and his merch, he's making around $180,000 per month off them together. He's in Luminosity, and obviously with him having over 20 million subscribers on YouTube and over 15 million followers on Twitch and also on Instagram, Twitter, everything like that, a lot of people are going to be buying his merch. So